Hello everybody! Welcome back to my channel, Memory Keeping with Megan. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about Stampin' Up kits. Do you ever get stumped in your crafting and just need something that will give you your groove back? I know that I certainly do. There are lots of times when I want to go into my crafting space and make something, but my mind is completely blank about any type of layout ideas or even card making ideas when I get down there. Are there times that you would like to introduce your friends or someone else to the world of paper crafting, but you are just afraid to because you don't want to overwhelm them by bringing to the table every supply that you have? Well, I have learned in the past few months that Stampin' Up has the perfect answer for times like these, the Kits collections. These collections are portable and have simple instructions to make the project of the kits. I believe there are more than 30 different kits. I know there are some that sell out, some that come back, and I think some are a while supplies last type of thing. I believe 2 new kits are launched every month. Just go to the Stampin' Up website, www.stampinup.com, click on Shop Products, then click on the Kits collection and browse through the collection, and go ahead and browse through the rest of the online store. These kits have more to offer than making cards. I'm going to zoom in here so you can really see. This is the Happy Houseplants kit. This is a project that you can frame when you are done. Yep, the frames come in the kit. This is perfect for a housewarming gift, for the dorm room, for the office, really just anywhere and anyone. This one right here is called the Celebrate Today Magnet Board Kit. Now I'm visualizing this in a few different places, such as the office or the back door. It's great for clipping onto those don't forget lists, grocery lists, honey-do lists, to-do lists, all types of things. Now there's some kid-friendly crafts as well. This is the Frog and Friends kit. It is currently unavailable, but keep checking back on the website. You know, I said that this was for kids, but looking at this reminded me of when our school had an ocean theme building wide for one school year. So for you educators out there that have an ocean theme or a camping theme or an outdoor theme for your upcoming school year, this would be great for you. These little guys would be so cute hanging from the ceiling or just sitting around the classroom or the different office areas. The kit that I have to share with you today is the Scenic Route Travel Journal kit. Now I am still working on my album from my trip to New York last summer, and I thought that this would be the perfect little journal for me to have with some of the most beautiful scenery that I want to remember forever. So let's take a look at what all comes in this kit. As you can see, it's all packaged together. I'm going to move this box out of the way so I can dig in. I do want to apologize to you guys for any glares and things that my lighting is causing. If you could just let me know in the comments any ideas or suggestions that you may have for that. Also, I'm going to apologize to you for taking a little bit here to get this unwrapped. My fingers, my hands, and my brain are not cooperating with me at all today. It seems like I've been struggling with the simplest of tasks today. All right, so here is a roll of the double-sided tape for adhesive. And then these pages, I would call these folio pages because they open up and they come in 2 different shades. This teal one, I think this is called Lost Lagoon. And if you look close, this has like a city street map in the background in different areas. I think this color is called Wild Wheat, and they have pocket pages. Now, in this big bundle here, we have sticker sheets, the different numbers there, the globe, the compass, the plane, symbols. Now, the alphabet comes in 2 different fonts, and this one right here reminds me of those old-fashioned typewriters from the 40s. These are some stickers that you could use for borders. And then sentiments. Now, these sentiments pages come in 4 different languages: English, French, German, and Dutch. Now, these stickers, I can see Then I'm making these bigger ones here into some tags of some sort, or even some banners. And then right over here on the left-hand side, there is some other little stickers here that you could stamp on and make them like little titles. Now, this sentiments page here, best day ever, my travel journal. Oh, and there's one down here that says, don't forget. It reminds me, how many of you guys go someplace and 6 months or so later you're talking about it, but you just cannot recall the name of that great restaurant that you ate at? Me. That would be me. Oh, lots of cute stickers in the car, the geotags, and these little these punch outs here. That would be great for journaling. Then here are some pockets that you could use. You could make these pockets gusseted, or you could just lay them down flat. It's just whatever you like. I really love that they gave you so much to choose from. There is a lot, and a lot of the supplies and all the other kits too. This is the journal. Love the colors. Oh, hardcover. All right, now we're going to look at the instructions. The instructions give you a lot of different layout ideas and tells you how to make those pockets. And up here in the top left-hand corner is a QR code to scan so that you can watch the videos for even more ideas about putting your journal together. But they give you a lot of different layout ideas right here in this set of instructions. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I went ahead and gathered up and spread out the stickers that came in this collection, as well as the punch outs. And I chose the stickers that I'm going to use. And I'm going to use this anti-static pouch here on the stickers to remove as much adhesive as I can so that I can move them around as I lay things out. All right, I'm going to speed up the process here of me putting the journal together. Putting the pages in, I wanted to go with the alternate different colors. Most of these pictures were taken one day as I cruised in and around the military academy, and I was so impressed with the beauty of the things around there. I made my favorite picture here into a mouse pad. It is such a peaceful and relaxing sight. I was so impressed with how clear and clean the water was, how perfect the reflection of the trees and the bridges onto the water. The colors of the sunsets and the sunrises were amazing to me. Now here you can tell I am just making a mess with this anti-static pouch. This was actually the first time for me to use it. I bought it when Close to My Heart was selling out their inventory. Usually I put the stickers on my clothes or just tap it repeatedly on my skin to remove that stickiness. Patting this on the table reminded me of when my dad was drawing house plans, something that he did on the side while I was growing up. He had a similar tool like this that he used all the time. All right, I wanted to go ahead and start with my cover and get it finished first. Sometimes people want to do their pages first, but I just wanted to kind of get this just done and out of the way. And then I tried to match pictures up with the colors of the pages to see which pictures would look best with the different colors. I quickly learned that I needed to gather up some more pictures for this album. I know that the kit calls this a journal, but to me, it really is like a mini album or like a little brag album. I could take this with me and I could show people the fabulous views that I had while away from the flat land of Kansas where I live. I wanted to show to you guys how easy this is to assemble and how easy it is to make these little pockets here. I'm using a bone folder, and this little pick that I'm using has a light here on the end of it, and I got it off of Amazon, and if I can find that link, I will share that with you below. And the little scraper, actually now that I'm using, is a scraper from Pampered Chef. I love the light on this. I cannot say enough about that picker with the light. So I'm just going to get things kind of laid out in different ways and different designs. Walking around on post was just so amazing, and it was so peaceful. I know that I've said that a lot, but I cannot express to you just how serene it really was. And everybody was super friendly and super helpful. Now, I wanted to point out to you that these gravestones that I took pictures of, I went on a cemetery tour, and this tall one here on the left is the gravestone of General George Armstrong Custer. And this next one right here to the right here, laying next to him, is his wife, Elizabeth Bacon. My parents were huge into genealogy and traced our family roots back to the 1500s. Turns out I'm an ancestor of Elizabeth Bacon. Now let me get back to this story. I wanted you to pay attention to the tree right here. I thought it was just really neat looking, and it had a lot of different carvings on this tree in this cemetery. Now, back to finish up my story about being an ancestor of Elizabeth Bacon. When I saw her grave, actually, when the tour guide was telling us the story about George Custer or General Custer, and how his wife, Elizabeth, wanted him moved here and went through that, I had like this buzzing in my ears going on. It was like a very joyful moment because I believe that I was the first one in our family to actually get a picture of her gravestone. I was so excited. All right. So as I'm going through here and picking out pictures and stuff, I came upon, taking this picture of the door. And I attended a class. My dad and I attended a photography class together when I was probably about in the 4th or the 5th grade. And I remember the instructor talking about looking for different objects that have different angles to them. And if you look at this picture here, the different angles of looking up even. Now, I wanted this picture to be last. It was my favorite picture. And it was just, takes me back. I know, as you can tell, I'm just pausing and everything. I'm at a loss for words because it really is just breathtaking for me. Now, going back to that photography class, I do remember the instructor talking about, looking up and always look up, and about how that makes for interesting pictures there. Now, if you look there on the left, that is looking up there in the cadet chapel. And that's looking outside, looking up outside at the cadet chapel itself. And I do really think that photography instructor was pretty right on what he was saying, because it gives you a whole different feel for things when you take pictures at a different angle and from a different viewpoint. I also learned with the 4x6 pictures that I use, there's not a lot of room for a lot of ephemera, but that's okay. I really don't think that these pictures really needed a lot. Now, I'm taking apart one of those pocket pages because I don't need really any more pocket pages, but I wanted to add something like a tag or something here to the Mikey Stadium. And I thought that was pretty neat. They didn't have the turf on it right now. It was off season. And I thought that was just like a neat place. And I did try and watch some of the football games this fall of the parachuters landing, because I got to practice, or I got to watch them practice for that. So they like parachute in at the beginning of the games, home games. And so while I was there at West Point, then I got to observe them practicing, and I thought that was really cool. I've got a pretty neat layout for that. And again, this is the Hudson River, and it was just such a gorgeous view. I love it. I got a little bit crooked there, so I needed to get that straightened up. So doing a little flip through here. And these pocket pages, you could even put like journaling in there. You don't have to put just the memorabilia. You could put some of those, what I'm going to do is some of those tags and stuff from the punch outs. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to journal. So if you see here, they've got a little band that wraps around it and it will hold everything together. So Also, I wanted to show you that there is plenty of supplies left over to use for cards or scrapbooks or any other projects that you have. Just more than enough. And even from previous kits that I've done, there is enough supplies. So thank you for watching my video. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share about my channel with others.